A protein bar. Probably one of the fastest as most easiest ways to get your protein besides a protein shake. But they come in different sizes, different flavors, different things with different calories amount. Can you actually live off one of these, or can you live off protein bars in general for 24 hours? Well, for 24 hours, I'm gonna find out. This one has 380 calories, and I only have one left. So we are gonna have to go to the store to basically stock up more for the rest of the day and get the day going. So follow along. Okay, so my plan for it today is gonna be, I'm gonna try to just drink whatever I wanna drink that I could drink normally. So my typical like water, juices, shakes, my diet sodas and stuff like that while I'm doing this challenge. But it's gonna be mostly just protein bars the entire day. That way I can kind of see what it's like to track and see if you could basically maintain yourself with just protein bars. Now protein bars of course are what they say they are, which is protein. So you know you're gonna be hitting your protein goals. I'm not gonna say you're gonna be hitting your calorie goals, because sometimes you have different calorie goals and you might be able to hit them, but my daily recommended calorie intake is around 2,900. So that is gonna be quite a challenge, considering the fact that you could get a lot of calories from food compared to protein bars, which have sometimes less calories. But just to kind of keep track of it, we're going to be using the Macro AI app, because this video is sponsored by nobody. So we don't have no sponsor. It's just us. So, but we're going to be using the Macro AI app, because they do give you a free week trial if you want to give it out, if you want to give it a shot. I usually use MyFitnessPal, but just for the heck of this video and just to try to, you know, broaden your research and your expertise and your knowledge on how different apps work, we're going to be using this app. And because they also do let you just kind of like scan the barcode, which is a lot easier. If you want to have to just look it up, then you could do MyFitnessPal and not pay for the premium. But if you pay for the premium on MyFitnessPal, you're allowed to scan the product that you're eating, which is a lot easier and more correct as opposed to just finding it. And part of the benefit, since it is a paid app through the Macro AI app, you have to basically pay for it no matter what. So it gives you the option to scan the food. Just to keep track of the protein bars that I'm intaking, we're going to be scanning them and keeping track of them on the app itself. So the first one is going to be through Metrics. We got the Big 100 fruity cereal. This won't be the first fruity thing in my mouth, but we're gonna give this a shot before we go buy some more. It has 30 grams of protein, 380 calories, and I'm gonna scan it into the app, and then you guys, I'll just try to see if I can pop it up somehow on the screen for you guys to keep track of it also with me. So let's give it a shot. Alright, so first look at it, it looks kind of just like Fruity Pebbles, crushed in with a lot of looking syrup or sugar or whatever it may be on the bottom. Pretty damn big, honestly. Shoot. Damn. I wish it was that big. But pretty good. Tastes like Fruity Pebbles. It has that Fruity Pebbles taste with like a little bit of cereal in the bottom, milk, the cereal milk. So that's pretty damn good. Usually, you know, sometimes some protein bars taste pretty like chalky or like cardboardy. I think that's a word. That's a word. It's a word now. But not bad, honestly. Out of 5, I give this probably a good solid 4.5, you know. Pretty damn good. And with 30 grams of protein. So, finish this and let's go stock up. Okay, so we found the protein bar section. We are kind of just gonna do a little bit of one of different brands to kind of just try them all out. So let's see what we get. Okay, we got our bars, and now we are gonna hit the gym. I think it's chest or maybe back day, but we're gonna get the gym session. We already got our lunch, dinner, snacks, and everything in between. That first bar is hitting my stomach just because I'm not so used to eating like that for breakfast. I hardly even eat breakfast, so just something in my system is kind of like, but we hit that bar around 10 o'clock, so we're going to hit the gym for a couple of hours, maybe do some cardio, maybe do something else, or maybe just hang out. Don't really have anything planned for the day. So let's get that going, and then we'll see the rest of the bars, and then we'll get ready for all that. So, okay, so it is back day. So I was right. So that's not a bad thing. That's a pretty good thing. But that goddamn bar, man. That goddamn bar got me fucking hiding away from everyone. If you know, if you get my flow. So, whew. Ah. Okay, so right now it is 2 o'clock. Usually before this time, I am at least maybe more than halfway through my calorie intake, which kind of like keeps my metabolism, going. That way I could eat more throughout the day. But today, all we have had is that one bar. So, and that was at 10 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. So quite some time has passed since the meal. So I got some Propel just so I could wash down this kind of food. Oh man. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. So let's pick one and go from there. Let's go with chocolate coconut. We got a Pro Meal bar on the go. This one has, let's see, 2 servings per container, which is 190 grams. 190 calories per serving, so 390 in total. Let's log it into the little tracker thingy-majiggy for the app, so we can keep track of it. And let's see. Honestly, I'm starving. I kind of wanted to stop midway through the workout and eat something, but I realized that I left them in the car and I wasn't trying to go all the way outside. Unfortunately, this is only 8 grams of protein, so this is pretty pretty bad for a protein bar. It is vegan, I think. Oh, it's gluten-free. So there's that. Yeah. Well, we gotta eat. So cheers. Oh my God. Whew. This, you could taste the coconut for sure. And you could taste the chocolate, which is right on mark with what it's saying it is. But man, it tastes like one of those bars that, how would I describe it? That has been sitting for too long, you know? And it gets a little bit hard. But wow. I give this, I would say, flavor, it's not bad. Flavor is good. But overall, maybe 2.5 on stars, 2.5 stars out of 5. So we'll eat this and then we'll get another one, and probably try to do another one just to try to hit our calorie intake by the time that we're at right now. It's currently 2:16, so we're a little bit behind on calorie intake. So we gotta chow these down. So. All right, we finished that one. We'll go with the Think protein bars next. Ooh. Let's see, what are we looking at this one? This one has 230 calories, 20 grams of protein, so it's a lot more protein, so that's really good. 7 grams of fat and 24 carbs. We're getting there when it comes to the calorie intake of like the daily amount for the time schedule. Wow. I'm used to, you know, I'm used to putting bigger, blagger things in my mouth, but this will do. Not. Yeah. Cheers. This one is the Girl Scouts Thin Mint flavor. Definitely like right on the spot. It's like, it tastes exactly like it. So I give it, I'm not a big fan of like mint flavor stuff, let alone when it comes to like a chocolatey Thin Mint. But overall, honestly, I could, maybe 3 stars. 3 stars is not bad. It's not like a very hard texture, so it's not like hard to eat compared like to the previous one. It's not so chewy, but it's not so hard, and it's not super soft. That's what she said. So overall, 3 stars, not bad. We're gonna eat this one and try to do another one, maybe 2 more or so, to kind of like catch up to almost like at least 1,000 calories. We're gonna hit maybe 2,900 today. So we're way behind on schedule when it comes to calorie. Not bad. Luckily, I did grab some Propel to kind of like chug down these flavors, because this is a lot of like fiber and just carboy taste. That I could wash out the flavor of every single one. We'll finish this one and then we'll do another one. So here we go. Okay. Next, we got the Power Crunch. This is a red velvet flavor. Let's scan this one into the app. We are looking at 215 calories, 13 grams of protein, 13 grams of fat, and 11 carbs. So hopefully you guys catch that right there. So I know we said that we were using the Macro AI app for the first time. So just a little back info on that one. So far, it's been pretty easy to use. It's not too complicated. Sometimes some apps do get way too complicated, and you kind of like lose track on how to use the app itself. Excuse me. Or it just becomes too hard to like log stuff. But this one has been very easy. I think it might be just because of the scanning. Scanning makes things a lot more easier when you have an actual barcode of what you're eating. Whether it's you're cooking your chicken, you scan the barcode. If you're cooking rice, you scan the barcode, and you kind of just keep track of what it is already. You could probably even save it in the history, so you just automatically log stuff. But back to the bar, 12 grams of protein, so a little bit more than the previous one that had 8 grams or something like that. Power Crunch Real Velvet, so they've been around for a while. A lot of people do like Power Crunch. It has more of a waffle-y taste, flavor or crunch. So like I said, very waffle-like. It doesn't really hit the spot with the flavor category, so it's not really, you can't really taste the red velvet. It's kind of, I really don't even know what flavor that is, to tell you the truth, that you taste. If you tasted it before and you know what it is, and you know what I'm trying to say, put it in the comments. But overall, it's not bad, it doesn't taste bad, and it's not like hard to chew, because it is the waffle kind of like texture, so it's not completely horrible. Flavor wise, on taste with the flavor stuff, it's not really that great, honestly. I'm not personally a fan of it. Maybe you are, maybe you like it. And if it is your cup of tea, then cool. If it's not, that's why they make different kinds. But I would give this maybe 2.5 also, just because of the flavor is not really there. If the flavor was there, maybe it would definitely be 3 or 3.5 stars. But me personally, 2.5 stars, just because of the flavor. At least the other one had the coconut flavor and the chocolate, and it was like spot on. The only thing is that the bar itself was just really hard to chew. This was not hard to chew. It's not like hard to consume. It's not a big size either, so it's not like an overwhelming like bites. But the flavor is just not there for me. So 2.5 stars on this one. So I'll finish this one. So far we are at 1,201 calories, 71 grams of protein, 52 grams of fat, and 127 grams of carbs. With the calories, we're pretty much not almost halfway there. Well, we're almost halfway there. So we got quite a while. With the protein, we're at 71 out of 132 grams of protein that we're supposed to be taking in daily. With the fats, we're at 52 out of 105, and carbs, we are at 127 out of 421. So we got a good way to make on calories and fats and carbs. Protein, we're doing honestly pretty damn well when it comes to it. So we'll finish this one, and I'll probably maybe take a bite at another one, or just wait a little bit longer. It's 2:34, so we've been chugging on 3 of these for the past maybe 20 minutes or so. That's when we started the previous one. The first one was during the breakfast, quote unquote breakfast, which was the big 100 fruity cereal bar, which is coincidentally like a cereal flavor. That was at 10 a.m. It's 2:35. So we'll do this, and maybe like around 5-ish, we'll do another one for like like a snack dinner kind of thing. I mean snack lunch. Well, technically this one will be lunch since it's already past 12. But you know what I'm trying to say. So we'll finish this and then we'll catch you guys on the other one. Okay, so it is about 4:30-ish right now. So almost 2 hours have passed. I do have to do some errands, so we're gonna do a Target run to pick up some house supplies. I've been doing a little bit of binge watching for the past couple of hours, but we're gonna do a Target run and then snack on the way there to get a little bit more stuff in us. So we'll do this and then probably do some cardio after this. That way we'll get the body moving. So let's go to Target. Okay, so before we head out, we got the Nick's Swedish style protein bar. Tastes like candy. Oh, that's what they always say. Yeah. Okay. So this is a chocolate coated protein bar, 15 grams of protein. So let's scan it into the Macro Factor app and let's see what this bad boy says. We got I love how it's spelled it out in the Swedish style. Focus. You see the way it's spelled out, chocolate peanut bar by Nick's. So we have 200 calories, 15 grams of protein, 11 on fat, and 17 on carbs. So before we head out, we're gonna just basically try this one out, see what this is like, and then go to Target. So, damn, let me set up this. All right. More chocolate. Wow, that size looks familiar. Let's see. Okay. I could get behind this. It's a big size, big. In my eyes, it's big. It kind of has like a Snickers taste. So far this one has been the best out of all of them. I wouldn't give it a full 5 just because you could kind of taste, you know how like when you put protein powder into anything that's like you're cooking your muffins, your desserts and stuff like that, you can kind of have that small little slight taste of like that powdery, chalky, cardboard flavor taste. There's a slight, like very slight taste on this one. But honestly, tastes like candy. God damn, shit, I wish it tastes like candy. But this one has been the best. This one's definitely gonna be maybe a 4.5 on stars out of the 5 stars. So let's do this. Let's finish this one up and then let's head to Target. And I gotta get some house supplies. So I'm running low on stuff. So I'll finish this up for you guys. Cheers. All right. So it's it's 6:30. Honestly, time is passing by so slow. I'm ready for the next day already. So I'm ready for this thing to be over with. I'm a little tired. So I picked up a little So Good So You energy shot. I don't think you can see it good. There it is. We're gonna snack on a Magic Spoon protein bar. This one is marshmallow flavored. It has 12 grams of protein. You know what we're gonna do, so we're gonna scan it and see what's up with this one. This one has 140 calories, 6 grams of fat, and 17 grams of carbs. I'm gonna go do some cardio in a bit right now. Get my system moving, just because I feel like I haven't done anything all day. We finished the Target run a little bit earlier. Went to go get some supplies just for the house. So after this, we'll just do a little bit of cardio and then come back for our lovely dinner that I'm gonna enjoy so much. So is this like a freaking shot or something? Shoot. I'm gonna log it just also in case, because just keeping track of everything that we've consumed today. I think we got the Propel that I haven't finished yet. This, some water, and a lot of protein bars. But this is only 5 calories, so it's not a lot. So it is coconut mango, and the protein bar is marshmallows. So ooh. Yeah. Oh, that's... Ah. Oh man. Oof. That should not exist. Well, you know what they say, whatever tastes good is good for you, whatever tastes bad is probably good for you. Wow. Just by first glance, it looks like the marshmallows got toasted. So it looks like they went on a sundae. It's not bad for what it is. The little rice things, little treats, little rice bits that are on there, I feel like they're probably a little bit over toasted. You can't taste much of the chalky, powdery thing. That's all probably because it only has 12 grams of protein. Whenever something has like really high amount of protein on a bar, or like something like some type of snack that has like a protein in it, and it's like 20 and 30-ish grams, that's when they start being so dense and so like chalky. So whenever it has a little bit less, that's probably because it doesn't have enough, not as much protein powder in there, so it doesn't make it like very dense and chalky. Kind of like if you put 2 scoops of protein in your shake and you just do a little bit of milk or water, you're gonna have like very chunky-ish because there's so much powder. Same thing with the I feel like it's the same thing with the bars. So we'll do this and then go do some cardio, get our steps in, because we have not moved at all pretty much all day. So I'll finish this up and then I'll see you guys down there. Okay, so we got some cardio that we're doing still. We're gonna be here for a little bit. As you guys saw, we were 30 minutes in or so. It's around 7 o'clock, so it's almost time for dinner. But yeah, we'll do more cardio to try to knock out some more and spend a little bit more time. And then we'll see what's next. I wanted to film a little bit earlier, but there was someone on the treadmill running, and I hate filming like right next to someone, just to make them feel a little bit more comfortable. I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable. So now we got a little bit of chance, so now there's a little update. But yeah, we're about 40 minutes in on the treadmill. Probably do an hour total on this, and then go have dinner. So I'll see you guys there. Oh, well, hello there. Dinner's ready. Today's dinner options are 3 options. We have raw rev, which is gonna be a salted peanut butter with sea salt. And then we also have a toasted coconut and vanilla bean. And last but not least, for dessert, we have Cookie. Oh shit. We have cookie fried bake. So I probably picked the most plain, bland looking items, but please. All right. Well, what do we got? What do we got? We got 3 different things today that we are gonna be eating for our lovely dinner. So thank you for joining me. First and foremost is gonna be, what is this? Raw Rev plant-based protein bar. So this one is creamy peanut butter and sea salt, which kind of looks like that. Damn. This entire day I've been walking around food, so I've been out and about, you know, doing just little things and walking around, and you could just smell the food everywhere you go. So it's kind of painful, but this is what we're gonna be eating today for lunch. I mean, for dinner. I'm really not looking forward to this, honestly. my stomach is killing me, and the gas is not pleasant. I'll tell you that. So. Man, chalky. Oh, man. Okay, this one is gonna be painful. That one's gonna be tough. Next we got get my bake out of there. There you go. Tao's Baked Bar, toasted coconut and vanilla bean. Man, I can't wait for tomorrow. I'm telling you guys. This one has 270 calories. This one has 6 grams of protein, 21 grams of fat, and 16 grams of carbs. Hopefully it tastes a little bit better than the previous one, because Jesus. It's a lot better than the previous one. The previous one, by the way, I give that definitely like a 1 star. I don't care. That one, not flavor, not good. But this is the Tao's Baked one. This one is the toasted coconut with vanilla bean. So I personally do like coconut. I like pretty much anything, honestly, but coconut stuff is not bad. This one has a good flavor to it. It's not bad. It is a crunch bar looking style, so it's a little chewy and crunchy, but not as chewy and chalky as the previous one, which is kind of horrible. But this one, not bad. I would definitely give this maybe a 3 star. I like this. This is pretty good. And then we have Lenny's and Larry's cookie bar, cookie fried bar, which is a peanut butter chocolate chip. So let's see what we're looking at on this one. This one has 180 calories, 12 grams of protein, 8 grams of fat, and 20 grams of carbs. Well, let's see what this one tastes like. This one doesn't look pleasant either, honestly. But sucks when this is your dinner. So Uh, it's not as bad as the first one. It's a lot in your mouth. This is, and I've had a lot of things in my mouth before, but this is a lot in your mouth. Doesn't taste that bad. Definitely tastes like peanut butter and chocolate chip. So it pretty much hits the spot, or not hits the spot, but hit the mark on the flavor. It's still way better than the first one. Not as good as the middle one, the second one, but so we'll give this maybe like a 2-star on the system. Well, I gotta finish my dinner, but I'm gonna need some alcohol after this, yo. So far, for calories and like general log today, let me see if I can figure out how to. Ooh, that's a lot. We are out of calories. Today we were going to be doing 3,161 calories. We are at 2,185, so we're only about 69% of the way there. On the macros, which is the protein, fat, and carbs, with the protein we're supposed to be at 132 grams, and we are at 128.9. So it is 7:55 right now. And we're complete on the protein, which is pretty damn good. On the fat, we were supposed to be at 105 grams of fat, and we are at 110.9. So we went a little bit over on the fat. So it's nothing bad necessarily, but considering the fact that we are very behind on the calorie, we're pretty much 1,000 short. We're gonna have to figure out how to make that up. On carbs though, I'm kind of surprised on this one, to be honest, because I figured it was gonna be more than this, but we're supposed to be at 421 grams of carbs. We are at 216 grams, so about 50% of the way there. We still got a couple more hours to go in the day, so hopefully we hit that mark. When it comes to the carbs though, this is pretty interesting that it shows down or breaks down on the macro factor app, which is fiber. We have a fiber intake of 44 grams and we are at 35.9. So on the bright side, my system is going to be running smoothly, which is I could sense it, you know. I could smell it too. But yeah, so sugars is 80 grams. So there's necessarily no target on sugars, but I usually try to like keep my sugar intake pretty low, and I try to do a lot of zero sugar stuff, just so that my system makes its own and gets it from food source. But this is kind of what it's looking like. I don't know if it'll lock it, but hopefully you guys can see that. If you guys want to take a little pause on that so you can kind of see what the app, how it looks like. But I'm gonna enjoy my dinner. I'm gonna knock these 3 down. More than likely I will probably be having another one after this one's after these. So I don't think you guys want to watch me eat, especially the chalky one. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna like just swallow it down, and it won't be the first time I swallow it down. But it is what it is. So cheers. Okay, it's 8:23. We're gonna have another one just because we are hungry, honestly. So we're gonna be trying the Luna Whole Nutrition Bar. So this one is a coconut dipped chocolate. Yeah, this one has 200 calories, 8 grams of protein only, so it's not a lot of protein, considering that it's a protein bar. 7 grams of fat and 26 grams of carbs. So we're trying to catch up to those calories that we're missing. So here we go. Man, I will say one thing though, like Thank God I live alone because I'm wrecking this this apartment of mine. This apartment is it's it's not the place you want to be right now. Um, so what was it? Chocolate and coconut. So this one's not bad. This is pretty good. Not a lot of protein, but the taste pretty good. Coconut is always a really strong flavor, so you always kind of like taste it. Um, and it's always typically paired with chocolate. So this is not bad. This is definitely like maybe a 3.5. It's pretty solid. Um, so yeah, the my dinner didn't fill me up, of course. So that's why we're having another one. But it's 8:26, so we still got a couple more hours till before we go to sleep, and the day's over, and this challenge is finally finished. But we'll knock this one out, and we'll probably do a couple more after this. I think I spent maybe around $40 on them today, 45 maybe. So about $45 for the day. And we're past the 2,000 marks on the calories, which is a good thing. We definitely need to consume a lot more calories because we're trying to bulk up. So we need to be hitting around 3K. But we're getting closer and closer for about $40. Honestly, I feel like that might be a little much. If you want to try to do this daily, this is not convenient at all. Because you could definitely get a lot better food quality and a lot better source of food. And you could get a mix of your carbs, your protein, your fats, and all that, vegetables and stuff like that, for a lot less price when you buy clean food. So your chicken breast, your rice, and some broccoli or stuff like that. It's a lot cheaper. So, but it's alright. We'll finish this and then we'll keep going. So, see you guys. Okay, it's 10 p.m. We're pretty much at the end of our little journey today. We are gonna do our last bar of the night, and then I'm gonna pretty much knock out. So we are gonna do the dark pretzel. It's a chocolate pretzel one. So 200 calories. Let's see what we're looking at. I can't do any more protein bars, man. I think after this I'm gonna be like on a big break of no protein bars. This one has 200 calories, 12 grams of protein, 6 grams of fat, and 25 grams of carbs. I've had water and some energy shots and some juices. What else did I have today? The Propel water. So mostly a lot of water stuff. But this one I'm gonna be taking it down with whatchamacallit. I'm gonna be taking it down with some Pepsi Zero because I just feel like I need another flavor in my mouth. You know. I've never had so much chocolate in my mouth. This sets a new record. But wow, this one has like little sea salt flakes on there, so it smells very strong. Ooh. It's not bad, honestly. Pretty damn good. For the amount of carbs, fats, and protein and all that stuff that it has, it's not bad. I think the sea salt is what makes it kind of harsh, just because it's strong. Because sea salt has that strong flavor, overpowering when you hit it. But overall, not bad. I'd give this a good, what, maybe, the flavor is not bad. It's not hard to chew. I'll give it a good 3 stars, honestly. It's not horrible, so pretty damn good. But one thing that I've noticed about like protein bars by doing this is that a lot of them make a lot of chocolate flavored stuff. I mean, I'm one to put a lot of chocolate stuff in my mouth, shoot, but whew. Sometimes this is gonna turn into an episode of Blacked at this point. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't look it up. But we're gonna finish this down, and then pretty much call it a night because it's been a very long night. I'm gonna sleep with no blanket tonight because I'm telling you, I'm gonna kill myself if I do sleep with a blanket. I won't be waking up tomorrow. So we overall we finished pretty close to the numbers that we should have finished. So when it comes to everything, we were pretty damn close. With this bar, we finished at 2585 on calories out of the 3161, so about 80%, which is not bad. It's still a good amount of calories in my books. I try to be between 26 to 29, but I'm trying to push it to the 30-ish limit. So protein, we pretty much did our body weight. I weigh 155. So what is that in kilos? Like, what, 170 kilos or so, something like that. So we're at 148.9, so just about 150 on the protein. So that was a good amount of protein today. The fact that it is a protein bar, of course, you kind of expect protein in there. So that's pretty good. On fats, we finished off at 123 out of 105. So we went a little bit over on that. It's nothing bad necessarily. So it's not saying like, hey, you're going to gain a lot of weight just by doing that. But carbs, we finished at 267 out of 421. So about 60-ish%, which is not bad. Carbs do fill you up, and carbs do kind of like make you look, fuller, of course. So that's probably why I went through a lot of protein bars, just because I wasn't full enough. When you get quality food and you actually eat like good source stuff, a good thing about them is that sometimes they have good carbs, and that basically makes you fill up and make you full. You know what I'm trying to say. So carbs wasn't bad. I definitely feel like I could eat the remaining 2 because I got 2 more. I feel like I could definitely chow them down. It's just the fact that I'm just so tired of the chalky feel. I'm tired of like the bar feel. And I'm honestly at this point, with all the food that I've been smelling past my neighbors and passing locations and stuff like that, even going grocery shopping, I got some steak and stuff like that, and it was just like in my mind, it's like playing like that trick, like, oh man, we could have steak, we could be having steak, but it's okay. Fiber, we did pretty damn good on fiber. Out of the 44 that we were supposed to have, we finished off at 40, so not bad if you ask me. Everything is going to be flowing a lot, and I can smell it, that's for sure. So what did we learn? Can you eat protein bars all day, every day, and lose weight or gain weight? Sure, it's definitely possible. It's one of those things that, of course, depending on how much you eat and how much you don't eat, you can basically hit your goals of whatever you're trying to do. Now, is it something that I recommend? Definitely not. I'm not no scientist or no freaking nutritionist or anything like that. But one thing that you have to know, of course, is that when you're working out and you're either being a bodybuilder or you're just overall in general trying to like lean out and stuff like that, you need good source of food. You need healthy food. You need clean food. And overall, it's kind of simple in the aspect. It is one of the trickier parts, and it's one of the hardest parts. I feel like going to the gym is the easier part compared to the eating part, and that's the benefit of having apps like the Macro Factor app. So Jeff Nippert, if you're watching this, you know, hook your boy up with more than a free week. They give you they give you a guide. The app itself kind of what's it called, what am I trying to say, guides you in a sense of way of like what you should be eating and how you should be eating it, when you should be eating. So it kind of helps you out. It sets like a little chart for you essentially on what to eat. So that's the benefit of those apps. You know, you have like your own nutritionist on hand. That is one of the reasons why it's a paid app, because they put so much stuff into that. So yeah, you know, I I don't recommend it. Eat your food, eat your chicken, eat your steak, eat whatever you're gonna be eating. Get your good carbs, get everything, that your rice, your vegetables, you know, and that just goes a long way overall in that aspect. So I'm gonna chow down this chocolate dessert, and then yeah, can't wait for tomorrow. I'm looking forward to my panda. I eat my panda daily, so yeah. So cheers.